Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and this is the 4th time I've come to film this video, and I've just learned my own valuable lesson. Use paper, not cardstock. I have loads I bought the other week and I got it cheap. Thankfully, I practiced on that. Right, I'm going to show you the card first. It's not perfect. You probably will never get it perfect, but it's just that lovely fold. It's the first one I've ever made. It reminds me of a church door when it's closed, so that's what I'm calling it. You're probably going to see these marks here. I'm going to try my best to fix that problem. And it doesn't matter what the card looks like closed anyway, it's what it looks like when it's open. But this is the presentation. Crafty friends are the best friends. And then you open up inside and it says, to a friend that makes me smile. And it's just all about how it looks when it's sitting on display. So that's how we're going to make this card. And it'll fit inside a normal size envelope because the measurements work out at 4 by 5 7/8 in the end. The card's cut at 6. But there we go. I've got the measurements here. I'm calling it a church door fold card. So there's your measurements, and this is if you want small borders and large borders. So grab your stuff and we'll make it together. So first of all, I'm going to grab my ruler. And I know it seems a little bit daft, but I'm just turning to the centimetres for a minute. And I'm literally going to mark 15 centimetres on this side. And then I'm going to go 15 centimetres from this side. Just so you get that tiny little gap in between. So when we score, we get the perfect point. Fingers crossed. And let's do some scoring. Whoops. And we're going to score this at 2 inches and 4 inches, 8 inches and 10. And you're going to keep your stylus because we're going to do a bit more scoring. And you need your pencil and your ruler again. Now I'm going to mark down on the second score line in, which is the 4 inch. Oh, I'm wrong way around. And I'm going to score this down at, I'm just putting a little mark at 1 7/8. And the same on the 10 inch side at 1 7/8. Just a tiny little dot there so I can see. Now what we're going to do, we're going to score from there to there, from there to there, from there to there, and there to there. So let's start off with this one. Using the smallest part. Fingers crossed it gives you a nice little point. Just give it a couple of goes over. And then that point to there. And then it just so you don't get, whoa, I can't see. There we go. Right up to the edge. Perfect. So don't actually score score just to the score line, not into the score line, just up to the score line. Fingers crossed now we can delete our little pencil marks. And this is mountain and valley. Attach them together, make sure they're seamless. Perfect. And then again, mountain and a valley. I fetched the other one across, that's what it is. So, perfect. There's our valley fold. Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to just pull these forward. Bend and bend. it's just like easier to bend from the back. And then bend that one so it's nice and flat. Keeping the bottom card straight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my pencil and I'm just going to put a little marker at the back because I want to chop that bit off. So again, we're going to pull this forward, and this one at the back, making sure that that line, they're still together on there. And we're just going to give that a good crease. And again, I'm going to pull this back and just give that a pencil mark. So there we go, it folds beautifully, meets perfectly in the centre, and we just need to remove those parts now. Don't worry about it not being a full peak here, we can disguise that with our designer series paper. So I'm just going to pop that in, and I'm going to remove that pencil mark there, and the same on this side. You can choose to keep them on if you want. Oh, I'm just removing mine because I want it to look like the church door. So when I fold that now, oh, what's happened there? I'm going to just take that to the corner because that's not got close enough for me. So I'm going to put that on and just straighten that off a bit. That's better. And now I've got my peaks in the centre of my card. Perfect. There we go. Lovely. Woohoo! I got there in the end, girls. I got there in the end. That is so cute. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now my pieces. I've got one. This is for die cutting. So I'm going to use these now. These are they 1 7/8? Yeah, I think they are. Actually, I think I might have cut them down to be slightly bigger borders. 1 3/4 mine are. Oh, there we go. So this is what it's going to look like on the front of my card, but we want to have a white gap there as well. So I'm just going to lift this up a fraction. Turn that over, and again using a pencil I'm just going to draw a line. I'm going to do the same on this one as well. So let's do it from behind. Oh, I can't because I want that my white borders, and then I want a border as well, so I'm lifting that up and turning that over, and I'm just going to draw a line. And then I can chop those off. Keep these little squares, triangles, because we're going to do something with those. I've got that straight. That's better. Keep hold of these though. And I'm just going to use my rubber to make sure there's no lines. And then we're going to check that they are perfect. There we go. Or is that one for that side? Because they're both different sides. Perfect. And then this side is for this side. Perfect, look. Yay! So, doing that now with my DSP, which is actually the same size, which is strange. I'm just going to take a little fraction off these. Is that one the same width as well? Yeah, that's not good, is it? I've cut my cardstock shorter than my, about the same size as my DSP. So I want to just take a little slither off these. Gaynors mess messed up a measurement, so I'm going to take that to 1 5/8. Just so I know it's going to fit. Again, with our DSP, nice little borders on this one. So again, I'm going to lift up, spin this over, draw a line, and I'm just going to remove that. And when I flip this back, this should fit on there perfect now. Perfect. Love it. If you're wondering what that is on my hand, I pinched my skin in the gate earlier on. Oh, and yeah, it's hurt. Still stinging now. I'll be there for weeks now because I bruised like a peach. And then this can get glued on there. Perfect. I know it's a bit of a pain in the bum, but it's worth it in the end. Just lining that up. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. So again, now we've got this piece. Again, I'm going to line that up and lift it up, making sure that stays where we want it. And just draw a line, and then we can remove that. Don't throw these bits away either. Let's just check. Perfect. Glue that on. Rise up. Do, 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 do. Perfect. And then let's check that again. Oh, it's lush. Absolutely beautiful. Hence the reason you've got to do each side separately, because of the way each side folded slightly different than the other. But we got there. We're going to use the back of the card now to make templates for the inside of the card. And that is just going to fit on there beautiful. Love it. Perfect. So when measuring these, we're going to have to put those up in the corner. And I'm literally just going to cut a straight line from that edge to that edge. You don't have to do these bits if you don't want to. I think it's great. So again, I'm going to put that over the top, and then we're going to move it up slightly. We're going to level that off as well. And then you can pull that back and you've got cardstock all the way round. Perfect. And then this is just going on there. Like so. Have I got it on both sides? I think I have actually, but don't worry about that. If we've got any leftover cardstock, we could always add another little triangle. I can measure this one. Perfect. And same with this one, because they're both separate. I'm just going to leave a little mark cut from there to there. Just check. Perfect. And then again, same with our paper. Pop that in the corner, and then pull out. And then just trim that off. And then again, glue this down. Cute as a button. Right, let me just measure that. That is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Oh, lovely. And we could just die cut that in the centre. Cut that through the centre, should I say, and we'd have another 2. Now we can get rid of those bits. Don't need those. Right, absolutely fabulous. So now this is the piece that we're going to use for inside the card. Again, it looks lovely, but we're going to lift it up a fraction. Again, pop that down. Perfect. I'm going to use the trimmer for this. So what a nice straight edge. Perfect. Oh, excuse me, I'm dribbling. There's my other 2 little squares now, triangles. So 1 and we want 1 3/4. By 1 3/4. Oops, let's flip that. And there's our other 2 little triangles that we need. And we're going to do exactly the same with the DSP. Make sure that fits inside first. Perfect. Love it, love it. Doopity-doo. And then we are going to hover this over. This is, oh, it's the same size again. Let's just take a little fraction off this. Let's see. Right, 1 3/4. 1 5/8. So we're going to put that on and then lift. Turn that over and then again I'm going to do that on the trimmer. Give me my nice straight edges, and then we can use those little triangles. Keep on there. And then we can test. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, Gaynor's made a bit of a pig's ear, but news, damn it, how's that? Attach that then. On the inside. And then we can test these little triangles. Do you know, I can't pick nothing up with no nails. straighten that off a little bit. Oops. That's better. Again. And then pull it out. Spin and cut. And layer that up. I knew I'd got 4 corners on my other one. You know that bit's there lovely now. Whoa! You could even call this a greenhouse cut because it reminds me of a greenhouse as well, with all that beautiful greenery going on. So let's test this one. Perfect. So layer it up and then pull it out. Perfect. Get rid of those bits we don't need now. Where there's a will, there's a way. A little bit smaller, but oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. So while we're here, I've already cut my 2 pieces. One for the inside and one to go on my belly band. Perfect. You don't need the whole 11 3/4, but I'd sooner you'd wrap it first around your card. Just loosely, nothing strenuous. I mean, you can cut a little bit of that off if you want. I'm just checking to make sure that's safe. I mean, you could cut a chunk of that off, but this one seems to be okay. Just make sure my card stock fits edge to edge. Beautiful, beautiful. And then just give that a test. That's perfect. So our belly band's ready. Oh, that stings like mad, that does. Right, let's do a bit of stamping. So I'm using the Just Jade. And this one is for the front. Get that good pressing. Perfect. Love it. Wipe that clean. And then I got this beautiful little leaf that came from the Ulta New set as well, which I think is really cute. And then this one is the one from Stampin' Up. And there we go, just leave those to dry a little bit. And that's our stamping done. Perfecto. Now, on this one, look, that's cute. I want those leaves cutting out and those little bits. So, I'm going to place this, and the 4 of these will cut them all out in one go. Onto my stamp platform. and then just sandwich those two together. Making sure they don't move. And there's those bits. Nice. They can go back in my magnetic sheet. Ugh. Perfect. They just pop right out. And then I want 2 of these. Let's see if it'll work. I'm just going to fold this in half. Pass that through a couple of times. Oh, I can just see. There's the first one. Pop that out. And I'm just going to go back in with the second one. Let's pop that one out now as well. There we go. We can then pop these out. Perfect. That can go back in there now. Perfect. Oops, get rid of those bits we don't need. So what I did for these, when I glued these in, anything overhanging, I just folded it back and chopped it off. So let's get these glued in. Check my battery's okay. Stem. I mean, you can try and angle it. And then just folded that back, turn that over and snip that off. Made sure that fit. Now I'll do the same on the other side. These are to go on my little plaque, which I think is really cute. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's the 5th, and it's 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you aim one for the centre, you're always going to get it. Same with these, there's 2, 4, 6, 7 on each side, 2, there's the middle one, 2, 4, 6, oh, 6 on that one, but it looks pretty even when it's on. Maybe I should have lifted my sentiment up slightly. But there we go, that's it for the inside. Perfect. So I'm aiming that spike for the centre. Giving that a go. And then these little gorgeous things are just going to get popped on one at the top, one at the bottom. Just keeping everything centralised. Now let's do this one again. And again, up the stem. Fold that over. Just try and get as much on as you can. Oops, I got a bit of glue on that one. I'll just trim off those bits. How cute! My nose is dripping like crazy, sorry. Give some more, where's my tissue? There we go. And now all to do, that is cute, is to pop this closed. Pop my belly band on. Just check that it's loose. And then what I'm going to do is, you can add dimensionals if you want, but I want to keep this quite flat, ready for posting. And then I can centralise this with that. Just give that a rub. Perfect. There. Oh, and just add a few little rhinestones to the front. And I'm just going to pop one down this side. And there we have it. There's my first one, a bit of a botch, what we got there, and it's upside down gainer. And there is the one we've just done together, a lot neater, closes perfectly together. So don't go bang in the centre, just leave a tiniest little gap that ends the reason. Just go, because a new cardstock at 12 is 30.5. I thought, right, let's just leave a little gap because all the other bits I was getting wrong. So I just went to 15 either side. I'm covered in glue, but it's been well worth it. There is our beautiful church door fold card. And that just sits on you. And then this can rest at the top. You can open it as wide as you want. It opens pretty wide actually. And then you can stand the belly band inside. Crafty friends are best friends. Or you could just rest it lightly on the top. It's entirely up to you, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And there it is. Our church door fold card. It's cute, isn't it? You've got to find ways of funkying cards up because people love a fun fold card. I do especially. But there we have it. I would love a thumbs up and a share, that'd be amazing. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell. I do post every single day, so come and see what I make tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.